Hey y'all, welcome to my first episode of my healing journey. So I have an outline of what I'm going to talk about. So if you see me like looking to this side, that's what I'm looking at. I just don't want to like go on a rant because I will do that. But before we get into this video, make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the video. All right, so I do have a like outline that I wrote out, just so that I'll stay on task and I won't start to venture off into other things that I don't plan to talk about. So originally I never really planned on starting any type of diary or healing series or anything, but honestly I just needed a space to, be real with you guys, and I just thought that this would be the perfect way. I've definitely had days where I felt numb, I've felt confused, and honestly like disappointed, but even here God's been meeting me. Like even in those spots, in those places, I've always had God there the entire time. I've always spoke to God in every single thing. I mean every single thing. I could be happy, I could be sad, I could be confused, I could be, feeling a way about what has transpired. And I will literally just start talking to him like he's right here next to me. And I feel like that has been something that has for sure gotten me to the spot that I'm at right now. So I'm going to start by talking about an answered prayer. So, which was helping me like detach. So if you guys don't know, I was previously, cheated on. And this isn't to like bash the other person or to like put my business out there. Like this isn't for that reason. This is I'm literally giving you guys this for me to have a place to speak about it. And then for two, because I'm not the only person in this world that this has happened to. So I want to also be that outlet where like other people, men, women, whoever, can come and talk to me or comment or whatever it may be for their own comfort as well. Like I'm here for other people, and I'm going to be telling you my story and things that God has done to get me out of it and to get me where I'm at right now. So this isn't to just speak about this person. This isn't to just put my business out, because honestly, I don't want to. But I feel like I've been led to do this. I'm starting to like venture off. But yeah, all that to say, I felt led to do this, which is why I'm talking about it. So if you're not interested, you can click off. But so starting by answered prayer. So this is where I first realized that God was helping me to detach. The whole stuff happened last year. Well, I found out last year. I found out in March of 2025. And I would say like I really didn't believe it. I didn't believe it like at all. Because the person reached out to me via email. And it was like my email, because y'all know I used to sell digital products. So it was like my email through that. And I didn't see it until a month later. Literally a month later. And it's like, I kind of wish I saw it sooner. But obviously, like, everything happens for a reason. God had me see it when I saw it for a reason. So I'm not really, complaining about the timeline. But it was going on for 4 months and I had no clue. And I also did not think that it would ever, like, that was ever a thing. Like, I never would have looked at that person to ever do something like that. So with that being said, there were a lot of times where I felt uneasy and I didn't know why. And there were a lot of times where I had dreams, like, and I've never told anybody this. I've talked to my best friend about this stuff, and I didn't even tell her this part. But I had dreams almost weekly, like, I don't want to say every day, but weekly, where this person was doing this to me. And it would I would wake up and feel really, really, really upset. Like, why am I having these dreams? I would talk to the person about it, and they would be like, I don't know why you're having that. Like, that would never happen, blah, blah, blah. So it's just crazy because God will tell you. It's like, if you have a relationship with him, you have to pay attention. You have to listen to your intuition. You have to. Because he's letting you know. Like, that was God letting me know. Like, he was letting me know. When I tell you I was having those dreams a lot, like a lot, to where I was getting concerned. And I started to wake up and actually feel like uneasy. Like, is this actually happening? Because you know how dreams, they like, when you're in a dream, when you are dreaming, it feels so real. Like, sometimes the dreams are so vivid, you wake up and you're actually in tears, or you're actually laughing, like things like that. Like, it felt so real that it would literally ruin my day. Like, I will wake up and be upset because I'm like, why does it feel so legit? Like, it feels real. So I had those dreams for a while. And I would tell the person every time I had the dream. They're like, I don't know why, like, that would never happen. This would, like, so those dreams would happen, and it would be like, I would pray to God, like I pray that, like, that's not a thing. I pray that that's not a thing. I would pray if this person is not for me. And this prayer, y'all. This prayer, don't pray it if you don't want God to, like, do what you're telling him, or not do what you're telling him, because you don't tell God what to do. But if you don't want him to answer you right away, because that prayer, he answers right away. If you don't want somebody in your life, or you feel uneasy about something, and you say, God, if this person is not for me, if this relationship is not for me, if this job is not for me, if whatever is not for me, remove it. When I tell you, he will remove it with the quickness. You won't even be able to think about reeling that back in, like, oh, hold up. Hold up. Like, that prayer is real, bro. It's real. Fast forward. Once he came back, because he wasn't in this country when that occurred. Once he came back, we tried to work on things or whatever, but it was a lot of, like, uncertainty on my side. Like, I was just like, I felt like I was the only person trying, and I felt like it wasn't really being reciprocated. Like, it was like a pretend, like, oh, I'm gonna try, but not really try, to the point where I did end up praying that prayer. And when I tell you that God removed him, like, I think I mentioned it in the last video, we had a date. We had 2 dates. We went on 2 dates that same day. And God removed him that same day. And that same day, I prayed that prayer. Because it was like things were happening that just weren't making sense to me. And I'm like, if this person is not for me, just take it away. Take away the whole thing. And at this point, we weren't even together. I think I mentioned that. Like, we were not together. We were working on getting back together. It was just like a lot of on and off on the other person's side, and I didn't like that. I don't like the uncertainty. I don't like feeling like any day you're gonna just up and leave. And, like, I feel like when you're in a committed relationship, that shouldn't be a thing. It should be communication. It should be, consistency. It should be just being transparent, being able to just talk to you, whoever, about whatever, and it be no issue. But that was never the case. So that was the first moment I realized when God was helping me to detach. And next I'm going to talk about, okay, so I wrote a sign, so the sign was all the dreams that I had that I just totally like ignored. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say I ignored it, but I just was not believing that. And then even when I read the email that the girl sent me, didn't really believe that either. I was like, there's no way. Like, there's no way. Like, I'm on the phone with you all the time. Like, we're always talking. Like, there's no way. But where he was at was like a whole day ahead. So I guess there is a way. But that's neither here nor there. It's just like a little bit of my story and like what I went through. So during this time, what I learned about myself was that I have to trust myself off rip. Like, if something isn't feeling right, I have to believe it off rip. Like, I cannot sit on it. I cannot think on it. I'm not doing none of that. If it is not right, it's not right. And I'm moving on. And I'm going to say something. I'm the type, like, I always say something if I have a problem with it or whatever it may be. If I have an issue, I'm going to bring it up to you and I'm going to let you know. And if it doesn't get fixed or there's no, like, you know, conversation or whatever is not being had, then that's it. Like, I'm not doing that. So God showed me that I need to believe him the first time. Because when I tell you, there's like a list. I mean, a long list. Like, I was with this person for almost 3 years. So a long behind list of red flags that I just covered my eyes literally and just kept on pushing. And I should have believed God when he showed me who this person was. But this person was showing me something else, but God was showing me who this person was. And it was just a lot of like, what do I believe? So yeah, it was a lot of that. And I would say that just trust and seek God. Like, I'm telling you, if you have a relationship with him, there's like nothing is going to be an issue. Nothing. Like, nothing. And next I wrote how my standards changed. So my standards, I feel like I'm to the point where y'all everybody calls it strict now. But I'm to the point where, like, if you aren't sticking to your word, that's it. Like, you're done. And I'm on to the next. Not on to the next, but like, you know, I'm off you. So I just feel like it definitely rose my standards, because obviously I had standards before, but when you are in love with someone, it's kind of hard to just like not forgive the person. So like for me, like, I forgave the person and I tried my absolute best to move on and to do what I needed to do to keep the relationship going, but I feel like it wasn't really reciprocated, so that's where that comes in. But my standards are definitely way higher than they were, and yeah, the person literally is going to have to be I was telling my best friend this yesterday, like, the person is literally going to have to be handed to me by God himself. Like, God might have to literally come down and hand me my person, because like, the person has to know God. The person has to be in a relationship with him, or it is not going to work. Because there's just certain things that a man of God does not do. And that's just facts. Like, and same as women. Like, there's certain things that a woman of God does not do. And yes, everybody sins. Everybody has, you know, those issues. But there's still a certain level of respect. There's a certain level of a fear of God that you're not going to do if you are in a relationship and if you actually love somebody. Like, I honestly feel like I was handed to this man by God himself, and this man folded. Like, when I tell you, like, the loyalty, the like caring, like all of that, just throw it away. Who am I? What I'm letting go of. So I am letting go of that. That's done with. And that's why I'm doing this healing journey. I feel like me talking about it is definitely helping. I did tell myself I was going to get a therapist, but y'all, therapy is expensive, y'all. I have not gotten to that yet, but I do feel like I am healing a little bit quicker than I have previous relationships, which is really weird for me because I'm like, usually they say like it takes double the time to get over somebody that you've been with, or half the time that you've been with them, it takes that amount of time to get over them. So I was with that person for close to 3 years. So I'm like, oh boy, like this is gonna take a year and a half for me to get over this person. But I literally, like, God led me to block this person. Mind you, I don't usually block people. Or I have blocked people, but as far as like past relationships, I usually don't block them. Because I don't have like the urge to even talk to them. Not that I have the urge to talk to this man, but I feel like if this man tried to come back, I want no parts. So I felt like blocking them was the best decision on my part. So yeah, I felt led to block him. He is blocked. And I feel like that is part of me just letting it go and just moving on. So I feel like this is the fastest that I've like been okay. Like normally I'll cry for a long period of time. I probably cried maybe for a couple of days. And then I was fine. I did cry the other day though, and that it just came up like randomly. It was very weird. But, you know, obviously I'm still going through it. So yeah, it's like the beginning of my series of healing. So I did just want to tell you guys my story and then just talk to you guys about ways that God has, you know, removed me and helped me get to where I'm at right now. And then I did mention previously in my other video that in my question and Q&A video, I did mention that God also had placed me in a community group at my church, literally with like in the same span of us breaking up and like working to get back together. Because mind you, when he came back from where he was at, after I found out what happened, he ended up coming back like a month later, and we were together still. Like I didn't break up with him. I stayed with him and I just told him like I want to work on it. And I feel like obviously, and like every girl says like, oh, like if I get cheated on, like I will never stay. And I was one of those girls, but like when it happens and you're in it, like I'm not gonna lie, for me it was hard to just up and leave, especially once you have like put a lot of time and effort and just your energy and everything into it. Like you don't want to just let that go. So I did stay with him when he initially came back. We broke up like 5 months after that. And then we were supposed to be working to be back together, but things were like always like an issue. And then it got to the point where like that person wasn't really wanting to spend too much time with me and like stuff like that. So I say all that to say that during that time, I was in a community group at my church, and God, I feel like placed, because I had always like thought about joining one, but I never did it. And I feel like God had me in that group specifically at that time. Like I had women praying over me every Saturday. I was going to a CG. And I had women praying over me. I told them my situation. I was crying to them. Like it was a whole thing. And it ended. It literally ended the same time that the CG ended. Like we were like done the same time the CG was done. So I feel like God definitely gave me those women, gave me those people to commune with and to help me through that time. Because everybody, like, they're all older than me. So they've obviously been through, you know, heartbreak. Everybody's going to go through heartbreak. So they had a lot of like wise things to say to me and to help me with and to guide me. And I'm just really thankful that God like put me in that situation at that specific time. And that's why I said like trusting God and his timing and believing in what he has for you is like key. Like if I wouldn't have gone to that CG, who knows how my mental would be at this very moment. And it's not just the CG, but that on top of everything else, me going home, seeing my family, me praying and just being in my word, like stuff like that, like everything together just helped. If you are watching this and you are hurting too, I just want you to know that healing is slow, but it's happening. God would never, ever forget you. He's just redirecting your path. That is literally it. So don't take it too hard. And obviously it's easy for me to say because I'm at the space that I'm at right now. But I wouldn't say it's too easy for me to say because there's still moments that I'm crying like randomly. And so just trust God, just trust the process, trust the healing. Make sure you're reading your word. Make sure you're understanding what you also want next in a person. Not that that's like super important as soon as you're done with someone, but just know like things that you won't tolerate in the next go around. So this is just the beginning of our series, or of my series. And yes, thank you guys for healing with me and just watching me grow from this situation and seeing what God has for me this year. I'm really excited. I don't know how often I'll do the healing series or whatever, or diaries, but I gotta figure out what day this video will land on, and then I will, I guess, make that day, because right now I'm posting Wednesdays and Saturdays, so I guess whatever day this video lands on will be the days that I will do healing diaries. So I hope you guys, or maybe, yeah, I'll do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe button. And make sure you guys comment below. Let me know what you guys think about my story. Let me know some of your story if you have one. And I'm just super curious, super interested to chat with you guys. Can't wait to see what this series does for everybody. And I'm super, super excited. So I'll see you guys in my next video.